210. Public.
Pubic episode.
Back in the open.
Back in the great free feed. Enjoy this, piggies.
Last episode, we were doing Modo Dirt. a little bit of it, but you know what? Fuck it. We'll talk about it on this one, too. It's very funny that he made a post, one of the most annoying posts of all time. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Oh, I mean, I've been sent that post no less than 6 times.
Yeah, you've probably seen it. But since we talked about
That's the guy who he famously recorded the video of those Boston guys outside of the bar. Is that him?
Yes, who called him the F-slur.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably the...
It was me and my cousin.
Yeah, so the Modo tweet was, update for my Twitter fan club. No longer looking for a part-time job because I get paid like this for making TikTok videos. I guess you could say I'm professionally funny now. Thanks for watching my pockets, though. Still fat, just like me. Winky emoji. Happy Monday.
And the context is that I think after his thing where he was complaining about crotch spawn.
Yeah.
And how he doesn't like kids, he said, some of y'all stay hyper online, but don't make any bread, get any clout, build any audience, craft any skill, entertain, inform, uplift, inspire anybody, or make any connections. Just talentless, whining into the void. And then someone screenshotted that with his picture of him, like, laying back with his hand on his neck and saying, I need a job in NYC, part full-time retail, servering, catering, barista, deli, etc. So...
Or literally anything.
That's not how you ask for a job.
Well, that's not how you, because one, you don't just like ask for a job. You actually, like, all of those jobs you can just apply for. Like, you don't need to ask someone.
Like, who the fuck is going to be like, yeah, we're hiring dishwashers at my restaurant, I guess. But they're still going to ask you to apply because they have to have your W-4 and
like,
shit.
You can't just, like
they can't just
know somebody who works at Target and be like, dude, could you get me a job? But, like... Because he posted that, like, beginning of this year.
He posted the fake picture of $12,000
and so,
being sent to his PayPal. And then it was from fucking Google Images.
Yeah, so on the post that I read, he added an image that was $12,000 from even, by the way. $12,000 even. Which...
Yeah, never works like that.
You know, it makes you think. And then, like, the
you want to leave some
like,
in your PayPal for, like...
Yeah, I guess that's
Twitch
true.
subs.
And then the person he quote tweeted... looked up the reverse image search, and it's the third image that comes up if you Google PayPal transaction for that amount. And it's the exact image, like, to a T. And, so he looked for a fake $12,000...
a fake picture of $12,000
to say that he made that
sent
from
to you.
TikTok.
Like, why did it have to be $12,000? You could do Inspect Element. There are so many things you could do. I guess it's a testament to how fucking lazy he is. He's supposed to be the social media guy. He can't open up Chrome and then edit a PayPal page.
He follows me on Twitter, and so
he followed me.
I think he's cool and based, and I defend him. And I think everyone should stop ganging up on him and let him do his thing.
I thought he was cool too, and then he unfollowed me. He unfollowed me because of fucking Tom.
No,
probably because of something Tom did.
He still follows me, so this one's not my fault. You can't blame me for this one. Because I've never said publicly. It's probably Drew.
It's probably Drew.
Because he probably quote tweeted him a bunch because they got into like, I mean, Drew quote tweets everybody. And so, but then like, of course, Moto's the type of guy who's like going to engage in that.
Yeah.
And then you probably replied or faved. Yeah, absolutely. You probably faved or replied or something, interacted with it in some way, or somebody else who quote tweeted him. Because like people just like yelling at him because he's so annoying. And then he probably unfollowed you from that. But he still follows me for some reason. But because like what happens a lot of times is like Drew will piss somebody else off and they'll block me or unfollow me and then like hate me. And I'm just like, sitting there, honestly, and innocent.
Take it up with him.
The few times that like I am actually innocent, I still catch a stray. But for some reason, he has not. Like, but I honestly, I don't interact with any of his posts or anytime. Usually, someone makes fun of him because it's kind of low hanging fruit. But this one's really good. It's been really.
I wouldn't
good.
have talked about him if he didn't do this.
No,
I wish it was on purpose for his sake. It would be funny if he was doing fake PayPal screenshots, but he thinks it's real. Just like he thought that Kendrick verse was real.
That's the other, like that last week was the Kendrick verse, and then he made the post that like 6'5", 307, no gym, by the way. And it's like, come on, man, have some like some self-respect. Have like a little decency and not.
Or if you're going to debase yourself, do it in a way that makes you money.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people make money off Twitter Blue. Not a lot, but he doesn't make any money.
No,
not off Twitch either. Like, if you're going to embarrass yourself that much and be broke, at least, I don't know, like do food challenges or something.
Yeah, you can't be.
Show your asshole. Let people fuck you for money.
Well, okay.
He should just let people fuck him.
I would be fine with that.
I wouldn't want to do it, but that would be.
You're telling me you wouldn't want to do that?
No, I would turn it down.
I don't know if I believe that.
I would turn it down, but I think the option should be available, and I think that's a more respectable profession.
Well, you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that because he is actually going to allow people to fuck him, and it's going to happen. I don't. Can you say that?
I wouldn't say just some random guy's going to be free use as the opener for our live show. Probably.
Disclaimer, you legally
getting paid for it.
He may not actually be there, and you may not be able to fuck him.
But you will be able to fuck Chet.
You need to ask consent for him to. We do not do sex work. We do not approve of sex work.
Wait,
this is a sex-negative podcast. We don't approve of sex workers.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Are we turning this right wing? Are we going this way?
I'm trying to figure out who we support. I know we're against Colombians.
We're against Colombians. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're against Colombians.
Why?
Because they're protesting.
Yeah.
So we have to send them back.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think we like Jews.
Well.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I'm still trying to figure it out. Hold on, I'll ask Felix.
Yeah. Do we like you guys?
Do we like you guys?
Texting them at like 3 a.m.
I'm gonna ask Hassan. So how do I be leftist? What am I supposed to support?
Yeah, hold on. Can you tell me?
I'm going to this college. Which side of them am I supposed to beat up and harass?
Me and my friends are all going to college with a bat. Who are we supposed to beat up?
Yeah, I'm trying to go Rittenhouse mode, but I'm not sure which side to attack. The Rittenhouse Centrist. That'll be a good bit. Being the guy who's like, I got my fucking guns. I don't even give a fuck. I'm going to that protest, and then you're just standing there like,
who? Which one?
I can't pick a side. They both look sort of equally unreasonable. I don't know. Then he just sort of just drops his guns and leaves.
To me, it makes sense to meet in the middle here. Dropping guns on one gun on each side.
Yeah, you just give half of your guns to one side, half to the other side.
Well, let's see how this works out. All right, everybody, bye.
I think it's up to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Figure this out.
Maybe I'm not supposed to be the white savior who comes in and saves the day. Maybe you guys should decide it for yourself instead of relying on Rittenhouse types like me coming in and saving it.
Yeah, you're right. I hate when all the expectation is on me to be the white savior.
Yeah, I hate when everyone expects me to be the white savior.
Oh,
like
great.
anytime I see a group of Native Americans or Mexicans or black people, like I'm supposed to be the white savior again.
So much stress.
God damn. It's so much pressure.
I wonder if you tweeted, y'all, I'm tired. I'm so sick of the expectations of being the white savior. How many quote tweets would you get within like an hour? Just people retweeting that, quote tweeting that.
Like Alex specifically?
Anyone, I think. I guess not an hour, within a day. Because
what if you were a black guy and you tweeted that?
Oh, well then, I mean, hey, go for it. No problem for me. No problem by me. From me. Anyways, moving on. Today I had an interesting conversation with my wife.
Tell me about it.
So Aaron knows this. You know how we share like all of our Instagram guys, right? The Christian, the trad wife, trad Christian, the gym guys who are depressed and lonely, gluten-free, carnivore, the worst shit you can find. You can find on my personal Instagram. And today I was walking with my wife and she was like, I went to this baby shower. And we had just been talking about how Instagram and TikTok and all these they'll share, bleed into other devices. And they're either it's through listening or proximity. Your friend's stuff will start bleeding into your For You page, right?
Right.
And she went to a baby shower on Sunday. and she was like, when I got back, I checked Instagram, and it's funny because we were just talking about this, but I'm seeing all this like trad Catholic stuff and like all this like trad wife, all these things. And I was just like, oh, actually that's me. Like, I'm sorry. That's 100% me. And then she was like, oh, really? Because like there was also this old man who like was taking pictures of himself and then like taking pictures of like Hooters waitresses, and I was like, a big smile got on my face. I was like, oh, Jeff Hootman.
Oh, she found
Jeff
a guy
Hootman.
for you.
No, that's my guy, Jeff. That's the old man I always post. And I was just smiling, and then and she was like, you need to stop doing this. And I was like, well, I'm just not going to. I can't physically stop.
It's funny that you're more trad than any of those guys.
Actually, true.
Like I am too, just by virtue of being married
and having a child and like living.
I'm the head of my own household.
Yeah, like it is funny, but I'm just ruining her feed. I've poisoned her feed. Destroy Ben and CJ and Neil and all these other people where I just send
Mine
them.
is all animals. Yeah, that's my most wholesome feed. I'm trying to turn Twitter into that too. I want it to be all Japanese. I don't want to see a single word I can read.
I'm not. I'm trying to turn it into just this hellhole of people making the most dog shit content. People talking about turning how their like 23-month-old child is a carnivore and meat based, and they're feeding them like the shit like carnivore crack, which is just like bacon fat and like just meat.
No. Carnivore crack is butter that you caramelize, put it on a pan with a bunch of bacon in it, and then put it in the freezer to harden, and then crack.
No, carnivore crack is when your ass cheeks are glued together with diarrhea. That's when you have carnivore crack.
Well, the diarrhea wouldn't glue together. I think you need well, you know what? I promised a few people we would stop going into full detail on poop.
Some people might be eating.
At this point.
It does really suck when stupid parents who don't have self-control do all those, the food restrictions on their kids.
Oh, man. We grew up with some restrictions. Like my mom was but she was a chef. She was very conscious of like what you should and shouldn't be, but she did it in a way where it was just like not in the house. It's not that you couldn't ever have it. It's just like it wasn't always readily available, which I think
you
is
get
like
it at a restaurant.
Yeah, or
that's
like,
normal.
Yeah, but then I've been watching these videos of this guy and his wife, and their sons are like 4 and like 2 or whatever, and they go into the grocery store. And they're like, is this trash or in your body? Ugh. And it's like soda, cereal. Like
I hate those fuckers so bad, man.
It's evil. It's so evil. Because you're just reinforcing beliefs of like, oh, it's bad food, which I don't think there's any bad food out there. It's just food you're not supposed to. Yeah.
Nobody has any self-control, and they just offload it to everybody else. It's the same thing as porn addiction. Like 99% of people don't have this problem. They could have the problem, and they don't. And I could eat candy for every meal, and I don't.
Yeah.
Why is that? It's because I'm better than you.
It's because you need a healthy balance, and like I mean the food pyramid, as bullshit as it is, like it's like here's things that you can have a little bit of and more of a lot of, and like veggies should be on the bottom, of course, because you should just be eating vegetables all the time.
I'm pretty sure it's bread that should be down there.
Fuck you.
10
There's
servings,
no bread.
baby.
It's whatever's
heaviest.
Meat. It should be meat. But like it's wild to me that you would introduce this like to your kids at such a young age, and they're going to be at a friend's house in like 3 years, and they're going to be like, oh, do you want like a Sprite? And then just start flipping out and throwing the cans everywhere.
Yeah,
like,
pointing at the ingredients list.
Yeah, just giving your kid an eating disorder. And then what happens is the parents give up on it. The parents will give up on it after a year and then switch to a different thing. Now they're on the South Beach diet. And you're not allowed to say, well, the last 3 of them didn't work. Why do we have to get new food if the last 3 of them didn't work for you? And it's like, well, fuck you. You have to do what I want because I'm in charge.
The like long-term health repercussions of doing that to a kid that's like so young, like years ago, like we're talking probably 15 years ago now, I was listening to like a paleo podcast, and this person like wrote in and said, hey, I'm in the fucking army and like eating paleo. I feel really good when I'm like in America and whatever, doing my CrossFit shit. And then when I get deployed, like I can't follow this lifestyle, and I get like horrendous shits whenever I eat fucking like my MREs when I'm like in fucking Iraq or whatever. And like, what would you suggest? And then the like paleo fucking dude that hosted it was like, yeah, you should probably reintroduce some like gluten, non-paleo things into your diet just so you have like your guts are used to it for when you're in these like high pressure situations. So yeah, if these kids grow up like never having like a grain, and then you go to a birthday party and have a slice of cake, they're gonna be fucked.
You know what was good for militaries? Grain. When they went up against the cavemen, against the people who were paleo, and they had grain and they had metal and stuff, they destroyed them. That's why there aren't a lot of paleo people around anymore, because they don't make very good army men.
And also, like, they've found a whole bunch of evidence of Paleolithic men like eating grains and stuff. So it's just,
of course they did.
It's just a diet where you're
That's
just
how they found
reducing
grains.
carbs
Like
and then reduce calories overall. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
grains didn't come down from space; they grew wild, and people would harvest them every day, and then eventually the seeds would fall down, and they would replant them.
The idea for all that stuff is just that because we have so much bread and everything, or like sugar and everything, like I get it. I get you want to limit a lot of things that like that you are yourself are intaking, but like to imprint it on a kid is just so fucked up.
Yeah.
You're just from such a young age, you are guaranteeing them an eating disorder. You are doing your best.
Giving them eating disorder.
Yeah, it's wild that you can
down.
think
fucking
that.
Paul Sandino got onto your Instagram feed and was promoting it.
And the problem is, like, the worst part is the parent doesn't know shit. The parent just has the same eating disorder, and they don't know anything, and they're jumping from thing to thing, and they're stupid.
Is this the new pyramid, Chet?
Yeah, this is like the official. I just shared a picture of the new food pyramid, and I don't understand it.
It looks like not a Led Zeppelin. It looks like a Pink Floyd cover. Man.
Yeah, it's just this is the official new one. It's
the pyramid, but inside of it, there's like different triangles. So it's not like a base that you build up or whatever. So it's a lot harder to kind of compartmentalize. Like it gives you a daily amount on a 2,000 calorie diet where it's like some grains and some vegetables and some fruits, which combined are more than your grains. Still a lot of milk in there. That's weird. They're saying you should have 3 cups of milk a day.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, whatever, do you? But there's more milk than there's vegetables, which seems a bit off.
It's the milk lobby.
Yeah,
a lot of it is just lobbies. Same thing with grains.
And like sugar, like, I mean, they just put it in everything.
I don't think anyone looks at the food pyramid. That's the thing.
Well, kids.
Like, when was the last time someone actually followed? Well, kids look at it, but they don't say, I need 3 ounces of this.
No. I mean, and they, like, also, like, kids don't want to eat, like, all that stuff, mostly. You have to force kids to eat vegetables, because kids are stupid, and all they want to do is, like, well, let me eat pizza. Like, and, because why wouldn't you,
You have to make the vegetables good. I always had the worst vegetables growing up. It's amazing that I'm not a picky eater. Because whenever we had broccoli, it was just like half cooked and all fucking nasty and slimy and just ugh.
I sent Tom this on Instagram today, but I saw a fucking carnivore. I guess it's not carnivore because there's fucking lettuce in it, but it was like a low carb, like diet hat keto fucking thing. And it was for a chicken Caesar salad pizza. Okay. And here's how you make it: is you get
Does it have croutons?
No, you get canned chicken, right? Like, which is like canned tuna, but made out of chicken. I've never personally eaten it. I sent it to like a former fitness competitor friend, and they're like, I remember when I used to eat that shit that was so awful. It's like tuna, but it doesn't taste like anything. Anyways, they took that and an egg, mixed it together, fried it. That forms your pizza crust, and then they got Caesar dressing and lettuce and tossed it up and put it onto the crust of chicken, which at that point, just eat a fucking chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah, I don't.
Why do you have to make it into a goddamn pizza? It's harder to eat and it tastes shittier.
You're tricking yourself into eating some dog shit.
Yeah, you're adding extra cooking steps for no reason to make a horrible item that looks like shit.
Yeah, you just eat the salad. Like, you just eat. I don't get how you can just not eat the salad. Like, it's all. I mean, chicken Caesar salad's not healthy. Like, Caesar salad is not like a healthy option, but it is a salad. Like, there's lettuce in there, so it's mostly.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I don't eat more salad is because there's so much prep. Not that it's the hardest thing in the world, but it's just a bunch of stuff you have to add together. And I'm not going to avoid eating a salad by making a pizza that takes twice as long, and I still have to use lettuce and stuff.
Oh, more than because you have to bake.
I still have to wash the lettuce and everything.
Bake that chicken. It's so easy to just throw together a salad.
You have to bake that already fully cooked, dried out chicken. It rocks.
Yeah, I would rather just eat the chicken out of the can. Like put some salt and hot sauce on it or something, and just eat that.
If you turn it into like buffalo chicken, it's like super quick and easy. You can just like throw
make
it
chicken
on a wrap.
salad.
Yeah, that's what. Anytime I get that, like it's just like because I'm like, you know what? Let me do like an easy buffalo chicken like wrap or whatever, and I'm just tired. I don't feel like making a whole ass chicken. But it's just why. Every time I watch all these videos, it's just like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like,
if I was carnivore, I would just eat a whole rotisserie chicken.
They know they love fucking ground beef. That's all they want to eat is beef and ground beef.
Yeah, they hate fish too.
Yeah, they do not eat fish. Like when you go into those groups and someone posts about like, should I be eating fish? Like, it's very contentious. Like you'll have people who are arguing like, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. Like, you know, there's healthy fats and all that. And then everyone's like, no, this is bad for you. Look what Dr. Sean Baker's been saying about this. You can't eat this at all.
I know I posted this on Twitter. Yeah, there was like a fucking carnivore post and I was reading the comments and this woman said, I've been trying just meat for 2 months. I've noticed some differences. I was wondering if I might need more protein since my nails aren't growing. I eat twice a day. I do eat anywhere 4+ eggs a day.
Well, it's not protein.
No, I looked
think
it up
vitamins.
And it's zinc, I believe, magnesium, and then I want to say vitamin D and maybe vitamin E.
Yeah,
it's so easy to get those.
It's so easy.
How do they not take vitamins?
Well,
it's the opposite of what old people should be doing. Just take vitamins, take zinc and magnesium. Don't eat ground beef.
I think sometimes they'll do that when they get those like electrolyte drinks that they buy from whatever.
Yeah, it has to be some sort of branded thing.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes they'll get like those are the vitamins, but otherwise they all are convinced that like it's just the meat they need. Like that's everything you need. I'm healthy. I'm doing great. And a lot of them like we've covered this ad nauseum, but a lot of them will lose weight because they're just eating less because
they're tracking stuff for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time in their life, they're like, well, I ate like 16 ounces of ground beef, and that is about 3 times less than the food I would have eaten.
It's also expensive, and it spoils easy.
Oh, it does. Well, you know what? I don't think a lot of them care because my favorite photos are the ones where they post their haul, and it's got all of the like expiring soon things that are like used by this date, and some of the meat's like a little gray, and you're like, oh, well, you're gonna well throw it in the freezer, and it's fine.
You know what stores longer? Grain.
Yeah.
That's why we started using grain, because you can put it in the silo and it's good all year. No refrigeration.
Nails need biotin, which is a B vitamin.
Yeah, biotin is good. Girls like that.
Now, the other thing about the
That's
Instagram,
one of the girl vitamins.
Yeah.
The Instagram Reel algorithm thing is like it feeds you into like progressively shittier stuff.
Yeah.
Because like Ben was sending me a whole lot of like angry gym guys that hate women.
Yes.
And then that lends itself into like Christianity stuff, which it just keeps getting progressively more Christian to the point now where I'm getting recommended like VeggieTales posts. I'll just like from the official VeggieTales account.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think they had a study where like Instagram and Facebook were considered like directly responsible for giving like young women body issues, and they knew about it and they just continued to like do it. They were just like, well, it doesn't matter, who cares?
Yeah.
Like they got in big trouble for ignoring these studies that were like, you are actively harming your own users, you need to like cut it out. And they're just like, no, it's fine, who cares?
Yeah, and it's the same sort of thing for men.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of stupid
absolutely.
men who give themselves body image issues and hit themselves with hammers and start measuring their jawline and all this insane stuff. And it's usually the answer is you're very stupid.
Well, a lot of it is like that post that's going around on Twitter today, which is like the male loneliness. That goes viral every time someone fucking tweets it. And it's like male loneliness has risen in the last like couple years. And then
but like like guys not fucking under 30.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, we can explain a lot of this by one, like, when did it start? Okay, pandemic. And then what are the results of it? And how is the world going? How is everything happening? But like, you get these guys that are feeling vulnerable, and then they roll into right-wing content, or like the Christian guys or the guys who hate women, and you go, yeah, actually, it's not my fault. It's fucking
it's
women's
self-fulfilling,
fault.
right?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
like that content that they take in, you make yourself unfuckable.
Like that time that you spend taking in that content, you could be on Duolingo, you could be doing something productive that would maybe be like a conversation you could have with a woman.
Play 7 hours of Sudoku a day, and you have a better shot with a woman.
Yeah, like stare at the wall.
Watch some paint dry.
Yeah, go mow the lawn.
You are going to have a better chance at just meeting anyone. But yeah, because like you consume this content, and it absorbs you, and all those gym guys.
The point isn't to make them better at getting women.
No, the point is to just make them mad.
It's George telling Lenny about the rabbits.
Yeah,
that's the point. It's a nice story that you tell him, and the people who tell these guys these stories, they know that the real red pill is the bullet and the gun. The blue pill is the story about how you're going to have a girlfriend and a farm someday. But you don't say that part out loud.
You get the state mandated girlfriend where you do this little bit of life, and then we're
all going to drop what we're doing to help you reproduce. Yeah. For some reason, it's to you have a kid that you won't take care of and can't provide for.
We're all owed that.
That's our goal.
But they do the shitty fucking thing where it's like, oh, I fell in love with this woman. Oh no, and then she broke up with me. Oh, it's the worst. Then she got over.
Did you really fall in love?
Yeah.
Well?
You
Is that the thing, or are you just talking to her?
Yeah, you don't know. You don't fucking know what love is, moron. You fucking pussy.
I love you, pussy. I'll show you. I'll show you what love is.
Yeah, I'll fucking show you what love is. I'll go foreigner on your ass. Put him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
They're going in, aren't
they?
Yeah,
they're going in.
Yeah, they are
on October.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's chat about it. I'm sure you've already done it on your other show, Alex. But Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2024. Who we got?
I don't know if we've talked about it.
I should change the name to Familiar, because we're all familiar with their music.
I did tweet about it. How I love when they induct rappers. It's such a stupid thing. Like, there's no point of having a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because rock and roll doesn't mean anything anymore. Mm-hmm. It's all rock and pop and rap and R&B. It's all the same genre.
It's all crap.
Yeah, it's the Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's just music. But it is funny when people get mad that they're like, fucking Mary J. Blige. No!
Did you see where it was revealed? It was on an episode of American Idol.
Oh, interesting.
It was on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame night episode of American Idol.
Okay.
But yeah, you got Mary J. Blige, you've got Cher, Dave Matthews Band, Foreigner, Peter Frampton, Kool and the Gang, Ozzy Osbourne again, I guess, because
as
Black
a solo
Sabbath
artist,
was already there, and A Tribe Called Quest.
Hell yeah.
It's all for boomers. That's why it's on American Idol, because that's got to be who's watching American Idol.
Oh, God, yeah.
I like even my parents, I don't think they know American Idol is still on. They watched it in like season 3. I don't know who I think maybe Katy Perry is a judge. Is she still?
Lionel Richie, I believe, is there. I want to say Simon is probably still there.
I feel like Simon left. I thought he left a while ago because didn't he do X Factor? Like, I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. Who?
There's a battle of the Simons where the Simons fought each other.
Oh shit! Damn,
where there was Simon Fuller and the other Simon, and they fought each other.
I mean, I'm excited for Foreigner. It's crazy they didn't make it before. Shout out to Foreigner.
Yeah, it's weird they don't put all of them in there.
Our dear friend Nate is going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because
his wife's wife's stepfather. Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, we're all.
You know who else is making it in under the Musical Excellence Award? Jimmy Buffett.
Of course.
Deserved.
You got to put him in.
You got
Once he died, it was just like, throw him in. All the parrot heads that
the audience,
show up.
The audience for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is like 67-year-old dads wearing Hawaiian shirts.
It's not good. It's really not good. It's the same as the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's stupid. You walk in, it's too expensive to get in. There's like just little signs about everything, and you end your day being like, I spent that much money to like go through.
I looked at some jerseys behind glass. Awesome.
Yeah.
I saw a helmet. Whoa.
You got to be Vince IQ level to be like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, like I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. Any of like the guitar that Pearl Jam used.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like even for bands that I like, I don't care about their instruments. I don't want to see their guitar they used.
It's a Hard Rock cafe you can't eat at.
Yeah.
Well put.
Yeah, at least they have food. The food's pretty good. I went to one at the airport with my parents years ago, and it was pretty good. I wasn't really hungry because I don't get hungry at the airport because it's just so annoying that I don't even want to eat.
If I get stuck there, we'll eat. But I usually just grab like a sandwich, like a quick like wrap or whatever from like just buy an overpriced wrap because usually the places are like fried chicken, especially here. It's like Popeyes and it's like I'm not.
They try to make you shit on the plane.
Yeah,
I don't want to shit on the plane.
Popeyes before I get on this long ass flight.
I don't want to have diarrhea when I get on the plane.
That's insane to me.
I specifically just get sausage muffins without eggs, so I don't have to worry about farting on the plane.
Shitting on the plane's actually kind of based.
No, it's not.
It gives you something to do.
Yeah, but
well, I got stuff to do on my phone.
There's piss all over those seats.
Yeah, you don't got internet up there. Actually, you're spending like $27.
Now I think about it.
You might.
I've never shit on a plane and I've never pissed on a plane.
You've never pissed on a plane?
You've never pissed on a plane?
Even when you flew to fucking Japan?
Yeah, and back. No, I didn't. I just held it in.
That is crazy.
That's crazy, dude.
No, I'm pretty good at holding it in.
You gotta get up and stretch your legs.
You scared?
No,
yeah,
it's just
like that's your reason to get up. Like I'll piss on a plane because I want to.
Why get up, man? Let me sit here. Let me just sit here in silence. We used to drive. I think I've told you guys this before. I used to drive from Akron to Florida to go to the beach with my cousins, and I just wouldn't pee the entire trip, and it'd be like 16 hours.
That's so fucked up.
I just wouldn't
crazy.
pee. I just didn't drink water though.
Yeah,
I just dehydrated.
If I'm driving that long, I gotta be drinking coffee or drinking Monster or something.
I wasn't driving. I was in the back seat because we were in like their dad. My uncle owned this company, and we just used like their company van, and like we weren't allowed to drive. So like only his two sons were allowed to drive. So it was like, oh fuck, I can just sit in the back all day.
You're just the cargo.
Yeah, exactly.
Why didn't you just get out and go when they did? Like you didn't have to go.
Because I didn't have to go.
That is, yeah.
Well, you could have though, because they were stopping.
But I would be in the back
bathroom,
seat. I'd be in the back of the van, and I'd be like, "What's
water.
the fuck? Why am I doing this? I don't give a fuck." And because we'd leave at like 7 p.m.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to pee.
Yeah, why am I getting out?
I give so little of a fuck that I'm not even thirsty.
Yeah, why do I care? No, it's fine.
Oh my god.
I guess you can just turn off like your HUD.
Yeah. You can turn off your pee mode.
If I did that, I would have my HUD beeping at me the whole time. Like, you gotta pee, you gotta pee, you gotta pee.
I got a big bladder. What can I say? Now I pee all the time because I drink a lot of water. But
yeah, it's good to drink a lot of water. It's good to pee.
When you're 22, you're not just like drinking a ton of water.
It's harder to pee now because they keep locking up the bathrooms. Because there's always someone trying to go in there and shoot up, which should be allowed as long as they do it quickly and they get in and out and they don't die.
Yeah, just don't hang out after shooting up.
I puked on a plane one time. It was pretty cool. It actually
it's surprising.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, shut up.
He found some salami under the seat.
All right. Nope, I learned from that.
No. Tell the story.
But it was pretty. I get on the plane and I throw up right before I get on. I like time it. They're like right by the section. Like as soon as they started boarding, and I was usually the last one because it's Southwest and I'd forget to check in. So I'm always in the last boarding group. Which is fine because like why would you want to spend more time on the plane than you need to? But anyways,
yeah.
So I'd be like
for overhead storage.
Yeah. Okay, I have it. It's usually, especially when the back. I had the fucking whole row to myself both times too. I was like,
buy new clothes when I land. Who gives a fuck?
But so I puked right before we went. Like forced myself to because I can do that. No big deal.
Cool.
Yeah, just stick a finger down my throat. All right, should be good.
Yeah, I have a gag reflex.
But
don't let me suck your dick.
It was like 5 minutes after, when you're like still ascending, but they turn off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, it's time, because like you're fucking getting sucked down from the G forces or whatever, and obviously it's just a small bathroom, and then you really notice just how many people miss the toilet when they're pissing on those things, and. So I had to properly hold myself so I wouldn't touch any of the seat or piss or anything. But as soon as I started puking, it all came out at like one time because of like the G's, and I was like squatted down in front of it. It was like, And I was like,
Maybe they give you a bag to
great.
puke on the plane.
I don't
right?
want people
like
to hear me
seat has
gag.
them?
Yeah, no, but I don't want to. Yeah, no, I don't want to. Because like sometimes once I start puking, I'll be like, all right, I'll just keep throwing up.
And what if it makes someone else puke?
Yeah, yeah.
Because that is possible.
I don't want people to hear that. So it was So then after that, I felt pretty good, and then I was fine. Went about my flight.
I think they should give you a hazmat suit for the bathroom.
It was during quarantine too, so I didn't have to worry about people thinking my breath stunk because I had my mask on. It was like, and I didn't notice it.
I'm just
Alex,
puking.
when's the last time you've thrown up?
Huh? What?
I want to know when's the last time Alex has thrown up?
What color was it?
Probably like a few months ago.
You just don't seem like a thrower upper.
Yeah, well, I don't drink, and I
Yeah.
don't eat too much. But I think I had a stomach bug like 8 months ago. Yeah, I remember now. I woke up and just immediately puked all over the bed.
Nice.
And that's the worst feeling where you're like,
Oh.
like, God damn it! I wish I woke up like 10 seconds earlier. And then you're sick and you're still throwing up. And then you have to like get rid of the blankets and try to find new blankets and stuff.
Yeah,
And
that sucks.
then you have to eat all the puke.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, that's my
Zamboni it
favorite
up.
part.
Depends on what you ate before.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not that bad when you eat it again.
Mine was 16 days ago.
Oh, nice. Are you tracking yourself in the baby app?
Yes. Well, because it's the Steps app too. You can tell. This month I've reached over like 400,000 steps in the month of April. But there's a fucking shit ton of steps, dog, and over 200 miles. That's right.
You're shaking it.
There's a few. I'll fucking shake you. I already told you
Tom
that.
gets in one of those baby bouncer things where you bounce up and down. He's just
That
bouncing
still
up and
counts.
down.
It's still that's steps, dude. I'm moving my legs. But there's a few days where you can see where it's like blue, not green, and it's like 3,000. It's like, okay, it rained those days. And there's one day where it's 400 steps I took in a day because I just someone was real sick, not doing too great, too many. We went to a friend's house and they got this kegerator, and he was like, "Oh, I got these like new like wheat beers," and we're just like, "Okay, sure."
Ew.
And then he poured.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, I love a nice wheat beer, but like a strong 5-6%
Oxymoron.
beer, you need to drink like 2 or 3, and like you're fine, you're great.
Yeah.
But
Got an
then,
orange slice in there.
but you get like 2 or 3, and then someone pours you another one, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, no big deal. Don't really think about it. And then you get a few more, and then you're sitting there, and you're like, oh fuck, this is not good.
I feel like I'm in college.
Let me go get something to eat. Let me go and try to eat something.
Let me eat some pizza rolls.
Let me drink some water, and then you sit back down and like you're just silent, and everyone's like, "Are you okay?" And you can't say anything, and then you just go back downstairs and you just puke in the bathroom all night.
Hey,
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work
No,
out
my-
sometimes.
My last time like properly barfing, I think I've had like a little bit of like, heartburn. It's like a little mouthful or whatever that you spit
yeah.
out type shit. But like the last real one,
It's an appetizer.
yeah, was like 2 years ago where I decided to take a 200 milligram edible and watch Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
And
Respect.
yeah, which like
That's a
usually
lot.
it
Respect,
is.
man.
That's
It
a
is.
lot.
I'd never taken close to that before. Like the biggest was like 50,
No.
and like usually I'm like a 20 milligram guy. But we bought this Nerds rope, and
That's what they get you. It's so good.
yeah, no, the missus and I were like, it's 400. We'll split it. Watch this movie. It'll be fucking cool. There's lots of bright colors, and I fucking barfed everywhere.
Hell yeah.
Like halfway
Yeah,
through
that's
the
so
movie.
much.
Damn.
This is making yourself sick.
Yeah.
So
that
like
sucks.
I know we have some friends out there, probably people listening to this podcast that have like a really high tolerance for weed like that, and just mad respect to them.
Yeah.
That is
It ain't
that is
easy.
something else.
It ain't easy.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I couldn't do that. Oh my god, I'd die.
I-
I would fucking die.
I was listening to a Seeking to Arrangements the other week where Jock, I think it was with Palma as well, and they had, I think it was 400 milligrams to start the episode, and
Jesus
recorded a
Christ.
full podcast episode. Isn't that fucking
Yeah,
miraculous?
Jock is the only person that I would expect to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I think Bakun might be able to do it as well from some stories I've heard, but
I think, respectfully, I think if you have to take 400 milligrams to like
you don't
get
have
high,
to. I just think it's a
Yeah.
matter
You
that
need to-
it's
you need
just
to
like you
dial it
can.
back.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, like I hit the pen a lot,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
I take a hit of my bowl.
It does it for me.
Once every couple of hours and just have like a nice.
I don't feel like I need to move on to stronger stuff.
You guys want to know what I did that was cool the other day?
Yes.
I'd love to.
Went over to the sister's house, hung out with the nieces. They had a trampoline. I asked my brother-in-law, what's the weight limit on those things? He said 300. All right, let's go, baby. As soon as I get on there, nieces are like, oh, hell yeah. Here comes Uncle Chet. They're pretty shy. I'm like, all right, I'll show you guys something cool. Second attempt, landed a front flip on my feet.
Woo!
Still do it. Can still do it. And then my other thing was I'm afraid of backflips. I feel like that's the one that I don't know why, because you think it'd be easier. But
a spotter.
Yeah. Well, no, I just got to commit to it. I can do it if I'm not too scared. Because towards the end of my trampoline years, which about 20 years ago, I remember I did start to do them, but then we moved and none of my neighbors had trampolines, so my trampolining career kind of halted.
That's fucking bullshit.
Dude, that was sucked. The whole old neighborhood, everybody had tramps.
Your parents didn't give a fuck about your backflip.
Yeah, and but I landed the jump and then land flat on my back and then finished the backflip and land on my feet. And I got roaring reviews from the nieces after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you
went up in their book.
Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, it couldn't go much higher, but I found a way.
Stock
I found a way.
Is rising.
I'm a little sore. I'm not gonna lie, but it was worth it. I had a lot of fun on the trampoline.
You just gotta stretch before you go on next time.
Yeah. Well.
Or you know what? Fuck me.
No,
let's go fuck myself.
Cool uncles. Oh, no,
No,
the nieces also, when you're like, oh my god, I'm so sore. Then they like tackling you and shit after you say that.
You can always pretend to say that.
No,
you just go to the bathroom real quick, and you're like, I gotta puke, and then you then you stretch a little bit.
I think it would be cool to puke when you're doing a backflip.
Ooh,
so it flies up into the air like a sprinkler.
I'm not gonna.
And then your nieces have to clean it up.
Would you guys rather barf or have diarrhea?
Oh, I have diarrhea.
Probably diarrhea.
I fucking hate puking.
Especially
so
now.
Much.
My
I have diarrhea every day.
This is a bidet household. We're on the bidet life.
Oh, the bidet. I've had the bidet since I got my house. It's incredible.
Yeah, diarrhea is sort of like reverse bidet.
Yeah, you can just clean up. Diarrhea is just whatever, right? It happens. It's the worst when it keeps happening, sure. But
when it makes your stomach hurt, that's the big problem.
The worst part about diarrhea is the worrying about maybe shitting your pants. When you're on the toilet and you have diarrhea, you're like, oh, this is not, it's fine. It's
just get it out.
It just comes out really easily.
When I puke, I get all clammy and sweaty, and I'm just like, ugh, and I feel like a dog. Like when you see a dog puking from eating too much grass. I'm just over the toilet. I hate puking more than anything.
I wish dogs would do that over the toilet.
And me too.
That would be helpful.
But you feel way better once it's done. That's the thing.
Especially if you're training dogs to puke into the toilet.
I did not feel better because I kept puking. And then in the morning, I woke up and puked, and then I drank some water and I puked that up, and then I waited an hour. I ate a granola bar and drank some water, and then I puked that up just whole. And then it was about
you shouldn't drink water. I guess water is as bad for you as beer.
Water is poison.
Nope.
If they both make you throw up.
I needed soda.
You need some hair on the dog.
We went to a brewery
my dog has that all the time, and that's why he throws up.
We went to a brewery
he eats so much hair of the dog
to meet with a friend, and I didn't drink at all because I was just like, I'm not doing this. This is
gonna get you a Bloody Mary.
And the servant, who was like, oh, isn't my wife was like, oh, he drank too much the day before. He's like, isn't it hair of a dog? I was like, I just want a fucking water. Give me a fucking water. I don't need your shit, man. Leave me alone.
If you drink another beer, it fixes the hangover though. That's the classic one.
Yeah, I didn't want to drink another beer. And guess what?
I don't know. If you're hungover enough, it's just you can kind of
don't
stave off that pain for a little bit, but eventually it's gonna.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you can't just go to sleep when you're out.
Yeah, you just smoke weed, take a bunch of Advil,
you can.
You're good.
Okay, I guess you could. I get into my crib, my car seat. My wife has to push my daughter and me around in our car seats.
If you're at a bar and it has booths.
You
can lay in one of those booths and maybe your legs will stick out, but that's okay.
Well, they kick you out when you fall asleep. Usually,
that's bullshit.
They don't like that too much. It's happened. One of my best friends just notoriously used to fall asleep at the bars, and any bar we knew, the bartender, they'd come over and be like, hey, you guys gotta go because he's falling asleep again, and it's like, oh well. All right.
Maybe if people are falling asleep in your bar that much, maybe your bar's boring.
Well, it was boring.
It should be
boring
louder.
bars, but like, when, again, just dollar beers on a Wednesday in the Valley, baby. That's what you do. Go to Brewbaker's when it used to exist, and then nobody's there, but it's $1 beer.
You
So,
can't beat that. You can't beat that.
You literally can't beat that. And maybe
But are there
free
any
beer.
chicks there?
No, it was us, and then like
Okay.
5 other guys.
Oh, those are the great nights. That's when you guys aren't
Four
all
of 'em are
competing over
asleep.
for this one girl.
No, there's no fucking chicks at a bar that serves $1 beer.
But what if they walk in? I guess that's like the gamble, right?
Yeah, that's too expensive for chicks.
Yeah, that's right. Well, when they walk in, what you do with your group of friends when you're like 22 is you just stare at them until they walk away. And then you're like, damn, let's go out and meet some chicks tonight. And then you just go to the bar where no girls go because it's cheap. And then you just play pool and darts and drink.
I
And
think they should have
Sausage
trampoline.
fest. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty great
Bars
night.
should have trampoline.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
God.
Yeah, then you
Sausage
can jump.
fest.
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong with sausage?
And if you fall down, it's okay. If you try and do a backflip and you fall down,
You have to bounce
can just throw you out.
to the bartender to order a drink.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed when my niece picked a water park instead of the trampoline park for her birthday a few years ago because I wanted to be
I
hopping
think they
around
should have
there.
a water park in a bar.
You should drink beers while jumping on a trampoline.
Every bar should have a swim up pool to the bar.
Yes.
No matter
Oh,
where
that
the
would be
bar
so
is.
cool.
Bartenders are wearing bikinis.
That way you don't have to
Big ol'
clean the bar.
titties.
You don't have to clean the floor or anything.
Yeah.
Because it's already wet. So if someone spills beer, it just goes in the pool. Or if someone pees on the floor, it just goes in the water.
You know what's
and
fucking
no one
tight
notices.
is being in a pool that people are drinking in and just clearly peeing.
Yeah, it's so awesome. That's what I kind of miss
That's a
about
party.
just the feel of a bar. I think we kind of lost that with COVID, like having another guy's warm pee touch your leg
Just
in the pool.
warm you in the pool.
Yeah, and you can see it because it's so brown. Because they've been on a long road trip. And then you have to explain to someone, no, it's brown because I don't drink much water. It's not poop. Look, I'll show you. See, it's
that is
coming out of
pee.
my penis.
It's pee.
You can see the brown stuff coming out of my penis. It's not poop.
Yes, that's
That's
my
what
penis.
you have to say to
It
people.
looks like that. Don't worry about it. It's hereditary.
Yes, it's tied in a knot.
That's to help me prevent peeing.
Yeah.
Do you think you
It's
could
to
tie
stop this from happening.
That's it. Now that's an interesting question. You ever just thinking of your soft wiener tying it into a knot?
Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow?
Mm-hmm.
Someone probably can.
Let's see.
Oh yeah. What's that guy? Girthmaster?
Oh,
I just made a balloon animal out of my penis.
that guy's got a big old cock, man.
He does.
That's
It's pretty big.
I think a lot of people claim to be a girth master,
Mhm.
but girth master really is a girth master.
It's crazy his parents named him that.
Yeah,
Because you're not gonna. You're
Well, I mean, you
born.
see him when he was born, right? So
Well, you're not stuck with the penis. You're not born with the penis that you have the rest of your life. It grows.
I wonder if his dad has a big penis. Let's see, girth master dad.
Ask him.
Penis wiki. You should ask him. You should send him a DM.
Yeah.
Can I see your dad's penis? Can you and your dad not give a fuck?
Can you and your dad make a scene together?
Yeah, can you fuck your dad?
Well, to be fair, that guy never actually fucked his dad. They just hung out naked. He tricked everybody.
It's like the Island Boys. I don't think they penetrate each other.
No, I remember. For anybody listening, there was a guy and his dad, and they would post like suggestive photos on Twitter because I think he deleted his account about his
it's
OnlyFans.
deleted.
And he was like, me and my dad don't give a fuck. And like, it's just him
Demon
and his dad.
smiling emoji.
Yeah, him and his dad hanging out with their cocks out. Supposedly his dad. And all the replies to every photo he would post with his dad is like, you guys don't even do anything. You guys aren't even fucking. It's such a ripoff. And to those people's credits, yeah, I think so. I think if you're being promised a man and his father not giving a fuck, and then you don't get to see that, you should get your money back.
Well, they didn't say what they don't give a fuck about.
I think it's
maybe they don't give a fuck about
it's
their patrons.
implied. Well, I guess that's true. You know what?
They don't give a fuck about.
They don't give a fuck about scamming you.
delivering on their promises.
It's just
They
not
don't
fair.
give a fuck about true incest.
Yeah, there are a lot of fake incest fans out there, and they don't really want to do it.
Yeah, it's not nice. I mean, All right.
It's bullshit to all those fans. I can't believe there are people that are willing to say they got ripped off by that.
Well, there's people on Twitter who are willing to say lots of things.
Yeah, I guess they're far beyond the point of caring.
Yeah.
But to say, like, I fucking paid $10 to see you and your son suck each other's cocks, and you ripped me off, like saying that in public under your real name.
Yeah, the Roy Neal. Hey, you weren't sucking your dad's dick. And then like
the picture is a picture of him holding his grandson.
Yeah, 6 photos of him and his kids.
It's a picture of him and his son.
That's
me and my
disgusting.
adult son, who do give a fuck, unfortunately.
He gives a fuck.
He gives too much of a fuck to do fun stuff with me. I have to have another son.
But that's why, you know what? That's why the internet's so cool, because you just have this diverse set of thoughts going around, and you know, we can all see them. We can all see everything that you're saying, and it will never be deleted. Wait, chat, why do you have a flame emoji next to you?
Because I set a status, and then
Yeah, it's like your status.
It
Like,
says he's shitting.
Oh,
yeah, that's a custom one.
I can make mine a poop. It doesn't show up, though.
You have to put the emoji and then write the name in their custom one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Interesting.
I pay a lot of money to do this.
You know, we were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame earlier.
Yes.
I went over to Reddit and was wanted to see what people were complaining about, see if there's any good posts. And I found a discourse that I didn't know existed. But a lot of people really want Weird Al in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And there's like a whole bunch of Reddit threads on it. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame refusing to give Weird Al Yankovic a star is complete bullshit. Like, how is he different from any other artist? He had a #1 hit in every decade since the 80s. Only MJ, Madonna, and U2 have achieved that.
Interesting. I don't think I could give a shit about anyone making it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
None of Weird Al's songs are funny. That's the problem.
I disagree. When you're like 10, those
You have to
songs
be
are
10.
so funny. But I mean, credit to him because he's been doing it. But like, why he doesn't care? Why does anybody care about who makes the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I think he gets enough credit.
You want to know why he isn't in there? It's because he loves Rocky Road, not rock and roll.
Oh shit, that's true.
Yeah, that was disrespectful to Joan Jett.
That was disrespectful to rock and roll, and that's why he's not in there.
I hate that fat fuck. All he talks about is ice cream.
We should put Justin Bieber in there.
Oh, come on, dude. That's fucked up. Why would
That's
you
fucked
even
up.
say
Don't
that?
even say that.
What?
There's some things we shouldn't joke about.
You're fucking pissing me off by saying that shit.
Who fucking
Talking about
cares?
Justin Bieber's not even
Bieber.
cool anymore. He's
Yeah,
Christian.
So what?
Is he Christian?
Yeah, he's Christian.
I thought he was still doing crazy stuff with Diddy.
And he has a bunch of fake diseases.
Well,
And so does his wife. They go to some church
Fish
where they
odor.
some church where they do acoustic guitar and they make up diseases to have.
Oh, he's married?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
he's
to
married
Hailey Bieber.
Yeah, his wife. He's married to his wife, believe it or not.
Yeah, people usually are.
I think it's Stephen Baldwin's daughter.
Yeah, it's Stephen Baldwin's daughter.
It's one of the Bald. I think it's Stephen.
Maybe that's how she got the disease.
That's not good.
Oh, here's the news. After fans show concern, Justin Bieber's wife reacts to his crying picture.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even make music anymore.
Oh, he didn't even post he posted a picture of himself crying, and then he didn't post a fucking caption. So it led.
Did you just get out of a Marvel movie?
Ooh,
Hold on a second. I'm looking at the same time. What does his wife say? I love you. Are you okay? Question one user. Where's she gonna clarify?
Anyways, I think if you have like diarrhea like 16 times in a day, I'd prefer to vomit instead. But if it's just one diarrhea,
one time.
Yeah. Well, you've got a cool down on your asshole and a cool down on your mouth.
That's what I meant. Like, if you have like constant diarrhea and like, that sucks.
I had the flu earlier, like I guess late last year, and there was like 40 diarrheas over the course of the weekend. And if you give me the option to like just barf once a day instead, take that every time.
But like, would you rather barf 40 times over the weekend or diarrhea?
No, just the diarrhea. Because at least you can go on your phone and stuff.
Yeah,
I would want to alternate.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you can't.
Oh, I think that's the worst thing to do is like have diarrhea and puke at the same time.
Oh,
well, not at the same
the
time.
bucket while you're on the shitter.
That would be, you know what? That'd be kind of cool.
Anyway, sorry, Chet. Did you find it?
Yeah, that'd actually be really cool.
I like that. I want that.
I was just filibustering while you were reading your thing.
Oh no, I thought you were just trying to change the subject because you didn't fucking care. Hold on, let me bring the article back up. I was trying to take the hint.
podcast to end with like reading under it.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't want to. I just was trying to take the hint. I thought I was taking the hint. Like, all right, who cares about Justin Bieber? He's a gay girl. Hold on.
Yeah, apparently he was crying because he had cum on his face, and it was cum instead of tears.
No,
and that's what it said. And then his wife Hailey Bieber, commented on it and said, "My husband is gay."
Dude, this article's fucked. It doesn't have anything about what his wife reacts to.
Yeah, it's probably an AI article. Like someone just like wife reacts to picture, and then there's 1,000 ads, and there's nothing. What website are you on?
E-Online.
ndtv.com.
That doesn't even sound real.
YTMND.com.
Well, it's got some sort of Mandarin. Oh, it's like Indian or something.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, he's Indian?
It's got South Asian on there.
It's got different symbols.
Is he actually Indian?
I don't know. Here's an article on Justin Trudeau on here. Let's translate.
Is that why he was crying?
Oh, it's Indian. It's in Hindi. This is what Hindi looks like? I've never seen Hindi written out.
I guess it's kind of crazy that Justin Bieber learned English and he's saying English.
Well,
not only is he French Canadian, so he has to know French and English, but he also has to know Hindi.
He doesn't have to know it.
Well, that's his primary language, right?
No, not necessarily.
That's why he was crying.
Canada.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out from this article here, and I don't get it. I think Justin Bieber's Indian, and he speaks Hindi, and that's why his wife was mad at him, and that's why he's crying.
We don't know. The whole point is we don't know why he's crying, okay? That's the fucking issue, dude. We're trying to figure this out.
Us Weekly. Justin Bieber breaks down in tears. Wife Hailey Bieber says he's a, quote, pretty crier.
I call that Sus Weekly.
I'm only 4 years older than Justin Bieber. Or 5. Damn.
Yeah, he's 30.
I remember thinking, damn.
I can't wait until he goes through puberty, then his voice is going to drop.
Yeah.
He's going to sound like fucking shit.
He's a gay girl.
He's gonna apologize for all the stupid shit he did.
Yeah, I think it was bullshit, whatever he did. I forget what he did.
And all that
Got
shit.
famous.
That pissed me off.
I still feel the fucking rage in my heart, but I forget what he did.
Mm-hmm.
I know he did something in 2008 that was so fucking bad.
Was it 2008?
It was because he said the soft A N-word.
Which one was that? Can you say it for me?
Oh, hold on. Let me pull up the clip.
You look it up.
He probably learned it from Usher. And Usher probably learned it from P. Diddy.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, P. Diddy is to blame for teaching Usher the N-word.
Well, we're going to throw P. Diddy in jail, so... The Ushword. Don't say the Ushword. Do we think P. Diddy's
That's what he
going
taught
to jail?
people at his parties.
What's that?
Probably not.
Yeah. You don't think so?
I think he'll escape to an island, but I think his career's over. I don't think he's going to be on TV anymore.
Well, they got to be nailing him down for a reason, right?
Uh-oh.
What if he escapes to Israel?
Oh.
That would be the move.
I don't think they'll take him. I'm going to be honest.
He could say he's Jewish.
They are not friendly to,
Anyone.
Well, maybe it's like you put it on a scale in like how much they hate black guys versus how much they like rapers. Mm-hmm. How much they hate rappers versus how much they like rapers. And I think his rapes might outweigh his raps, and they'll let him into Israel.
There's our episode title: Rapers versus rappers. Let's go! Woo!
I just think plus crappers. Sorry, I'm just trying to fill time here.
I just wish I could be at P. Diddy's parties.
Thank you. I mean, you don't want to be at P. Diddy's parties.
At his white parties.
You're gonna be the Modo of a P. Diddy party.
I think he did different stuff at his white parties and at his black parties. That's what Howard Stern would talk about, how he was invited to Diddy's white party. That was only for the white people.
Actually?
I'm not even making this up, yeah. Because I think he would have Diddy would have a normal party where he goes to a golf course with all his white friends, and then he would have the black party where he would make Usher have sex with Meek Mill and film it.
That's nutty.
And there's they're all at gunpoint and there's a demon there.
I learned this on Saturday when we were playing Fortnite because Stern did the Biden interview, right? Apparently he
that's the real white party.
He hated Mark Maron's ass for doing the Obama interview on a podcast and would talk shit about it constantly.
Yeah, he hated podcasts. He shouldn't have.
Yeah.
He kind of missed out. They could have gone far with podcasts if they had got in on it early, but
they could have cut their show in half or more than that by just doing a podcast.
He's just so proud of himself for being the radio guy. He fought so hard to be on the radio and be on Sirius and all that.
He could have worked a lot less.
Kind of locked into that.
Well, he's also kind of locked into his house.
That's true. He doesn't leave his house, but he did get to interview Joe Biden.
That's true.
You can't take that away from him.
I wish I could interview Joe Biden.
It would be great to have him on the show. I would love to ask him questions.
I would say, sir,
if you're listening,
Joe Biden.
Sir, diarrhea or throw up?
What
Would you rather diarrhea or throw up?
And also, what are you doing June 16th? Because if you're free, you should buy tickets to the WFYM live show in Beacon, New York at the Toy Pizza Expo. Tickets.
Yeah, there's a train that comes up from DC.
In description?
Link in episode description. Link on the Twitter page. Link on the Patreon. Check out patreon.com/WFYM. And subscribe to all of that. Basically, buy like maybe 130 tickets to the live show.
Yes,
please.
Yeah, only 130 remaining.
That's right.
Hey, Alex has started uploading VODs of all of our cool shit.
That's right.
Not
VODs
cool
are
shit,
on the
but
Patreon.
yeah, because I forgot how
videos and stuff.
Twitch just eats them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twitch just,
They'll just
disappear.
eat them after 2 weeks.
Is it only 2 weeks
60
now?
days.
That's
60 days?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
It used to be
2 weeks,
longer,
60
didn't
days.
it? But
Yeah,
maybe
partner says 60 days. It's 2 weeks if you're a pleb.
not. Okay.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
They should stay up forever. Who
They
cares?
should.
Hey, you're Amazon. Fuck you.
Yeah, you're Amazon. You own all the servers. You don't have server space at Amazon where you work? Fuck you.
They're too busy sending like Happy Gilmore jerseys and hats to Vince. So too sad.
Important stuff.
I would like some of those for free.
There you go. Well, you know what, Amazon?
I would like a Happy Gilmore jersey on the house.
Yep. Let's do it. Let's fucking get it. Please, Amazon. We need you. We love
Please,
you.
Amazon.
Please.
Thank you.
Check out Amazon.
Amazon.com.